Thank you, Dr. Ahmed, for the impressive talk. Our final talk is with Dr. Ahmad Dagamseh. He's going to talk about nanotechnology or exponential energy.
presentation. راح نرجع شوي back على technical issues related to nanotechnology and the exponential growth in energy generation. Maybe there are two different topics, but try to merge them together, hopefully. Okay. From the beginning of this day, we learned about exponential development in different aspects related to artificial intelligence, biotechnology, biomedicine, nanotechnology, maybe IoTs and networks. And in this presentation, I will focus on the nanotechnology side, as it can be considered one of the technologies that involve in many disciplines. Okay. So we have seen this graph before. From this graph, we know that, okay, there is a point that we have to take care that going into exponential thinking, we might think that we are in stress, okay? So we have to overcome this point once we have what's called 4Gs or 4Ds. So we have to digitize it, what's called information. If we can digitize all these informations, we can make it available for everyone, and then we can manipulate it, so we accelerate the processing, okay? And this is what's happening in, for example, in mobile phones. Once the images are just inside the phone, you can do whatever you like with it, okay? And the next one is dematerialize it. So all the physical issues related to products now, it's not available anymore. So you don't have your cassette at home, but you have your iPad or your iPhone even. So all of these materialized issues is just gone, but just by digitizing all of these information and just being in your mobile phone. And then the third one is the dematerialize it, which is it just decreased significantly the cost of the, for example, products, okay, by having it in like Amazon. You don't have to go to a shop, you just go to Amazon and buy your book, it's just this price. And the last one, democratize it, that this is what we are suffering in. If you have physical products, it's just limited by the availability in your country. But if it's available online, you just cross the border, so you don't need to have it just locally. So this is a result of globalization and exponential acceleration in the technology. So we have seen also this graph, it's called Moore's Law, that predicts the development in nanotechnology, or maybe just microtechnology in transistors and number of operations. We have many projections in science, but here we focus it in nanotechnology that will accelerate the process, increase the efficiency and less cost by having this cost effectiveness, and also decreasing the power consumption. This is one of the main issues as we are going down in scale. So this approach we can see is just starting with the electromechanical switches, and then you're going to relays, vacuum tubes, and then transistors, and then we go into integrated circuits for many billions and billions of transistors in small size chips. You have seen it in many courses, like first transistor by Shockley. It just mounted on the table, and then compare it with the microprocessor. You have it in the right side with many billions and billions of transistors in very small size. But what I focus here is about the feature size of the transistors just developing exponentially. It means that feature size decreasing over time from maybe hundreds of nanometers till recently it says here it's about 22 nanometers 2012, but now currently they're working with 7 nanometers feature size. It means that the gate width of the transistor. And maybe if we are reaching the limits, we are going for a new principle of transistors. All of these developments should be driven by a material. Okay, so one of the basic materials they are focusing in is the semiconductor materials. That if you have a good material with certain specifications, you will be able to do or to design smarter devices. All of the smarter devices we can connect together to have what's called IoT, for example, smarter grid or smarter system, and then you have satisfaction of the consumers, so you have good experience of that. So 80% of innovations in automotive are enabled by semiconductor materials. Just go to one of the examples of the nanotechnology. Hopefully it's working. It's called carbon nanotubes. Anyway, no, it's not working. No, it's downloaded. I downloaded it. It's not working.